In December 2020, I travelled to Xinjiang. Now, I'd heard before that the best time to travel to that part of China was in autumn, and I quickly found out why. Because as soon as the plane hit the ground, I could see the snow everywhere, and it was freezing. After just 10 minutes of being outside, I could barely feel my hands and feet anymore. But that didn't stop us from being good tourists, and on the first day we travelled to the Xinjiang International Grand Bazaar. Now, this is one of the most famous landmarks in Urumchi and in Xinjiang. Many strange products were on display, many products that I didn't recognise, I didn't know the names of. Lovely pottery, handmade models, people making homemade naan and delicious food. And check out that milk tea. That was really nice to drink. And the naan bread was everywhere. Everybody was making it. It was fantastic. On the second day, we travelled to the Flaming Mountains. Once we arrived, we could quickly see why they got that name. The mountains are barren, eroded, and made out of red sandstone. Apparently they were formed from a dragon's blood, but I'm not sure I believe that. But that's about the only thing I could learn before our tour guide seemed to get bored and suggested we all get into a tank. So here we were, driving around in the foothills of the Flaming Mountains in a tank and stalling. In the foothills of the Flaming Mountains lies the Jiaohe ruins. This vast abandoned city was once the capital of the Jushe kingdom, but has long been abandoned for hundreds of years. Up high in the Flaming Mountains lies another historical wonder, the Thousand Buddha Caves. These caves are a complex of Buddhist cave grottos dating from the 5th to 14th century, and they lie roughly halfway between the cities of Turpan and Shanshan. Now, unfortunately, it was so cold that I didn't actually learn that much about the caves. All I can tell you is, it was very cold. The next day, we travelled to the city of Kucha in Aksu Prefecture. Our first stop was a school where I quickly discovered that everybody below the age of 10 could write better Chinese characters than me. Apparently, Kucha is surrounded by bare good historical stuff. But first, we had to get down to some serious business. It was time to dance. Over and over again. After the dance was over, though, and it had all calmed down, I got to talk to one of the dancers. So could you start by just telling me your name and what you do?
我叫阿依努尔，我是舞蹈演员。
How long have you been dancing?
15年了。
15 years.
15 years. So have you travelled around China with the dance company as well?
去内地表演，去中国内地。
有去过。
That's great. What was your favourite dance number that you performed tonight?
秋次舞就是库车的秋次舞。
秋池的 dance for 秋池。
And did you think that the foreigners were good dancers today?
很好，很棒。
Very good.
That's great, cool. So I'd only been in Xinjiang for a couple of days and already I'd seen the Flaming Mountains, an ancient city, really cool Buddha caves, and done my fair share of dancing. I was really impressed by the diversity of the things we had seen so far, but after all that dancing I was tired and it was time for bed. The adventure will continue next time. On the next part of the trip, we'll be visiting more ancient ruins, local villages, and even some of Xinjiang's mysterious mummies. Wait, what? Xinjiang has mummies?